Welcome to the world of network hardware components, the fundamental building blocks of modern networks. In this presentation, we'll explore the essential devices that enable communication and data transfer in both home and enterprise environments. We will cover hubs, switches, routers, modems, and network cards. These components play critical roles in connecting devices and facilitating seamless connectivity. Let's start with network hubs. A network hub is a basic networking device that connects multiple devices in a local area network, or LAN. It operates at the physical layer, which is layer 1 of the OSI model. Hubs broadcast data to all connected devices without filtering, meaning every device connected to the hub receives all the data transmitted, regardless of whether it's intended for them. This creates a single collision domain, where data packets can collide, leading to decreased network efficiency. Due to these limitations, hubs are largely obsolete and have been replaced by more efficient devices like switches. Next, we'll discuss network switches. A network switch is an intelligent device that also connects multiple devices within a local area network. Unlike hubs, switches operate at the data link layer, which is layer 2 of the OSI model. They use MAC addresses or media access control addresses to forward data only to the intended recipient, significantly reducing network congestion. Switches create separate collision domains for each port, minimizing the chances of data collisions and improving network performance. This dedicated bandwidth to each port makes switches far more efficient than hubs for managing network traffic. Now let's explore network routers. A router is a networking device that forwards data packets between different computer networks. It operates at the network layer, which is layer 3 of the OSI model, and uses IP addresses, or Internet Protocol addresses, to route traffic. Routers are essential for connecting different networks together, such as a local area network to the Internet. They create separate broadcast domains, enhancing network security and management. Additionally, routers often provide firewall and other security features to protect the network from external threats. Now let us understand modems. A modem, short for modulator-demodulator, is a device that converts digital signals from your computer to analog signals for transmission over telephone or cable lines, and vice versa. This translation is necessary because traditional phone and cable lines transmit analog signals, while computers use digital signals. Modems connect your home network to the Internet Service Provider, or ISP, enabling you to access the Internet. Common types include DSL, cable, fiber, and satellite modems. In home networks, modems are often combined with routers into a single device. Modem performance is typically measured by download and upload speeds. Let's understand the network interface cards. A network interface card, or NIC, is a hardware component that connects a computer to a network. It provides the physical connection to the network, whether wired or wireless. Each NIC has a unique MAC address that identifies it on the network. NICs are available as internal cards that are installed inside the computer, or as external adapters that connect via USB. They support various speeds such as 10/100/1000 megabits per second and come in both wired Ethernet and wireless Wi-Fi options. Let's do a quick comparison. Let's compare these devices to understand their unique roles. A hub operates at layer 1 and broadcasts data. A switch operates at layer 2 and forwards data based on MAC addresses. A router operates at layer 3 and routes data based on IP addresses. A modem operates at layer 1 and converts digital to analog signals. Lastly, the NIC operates at layers 1 and 2, connecting devices to the network. Each device has a unique scope, which ranges from single LAN segments to wide area networks. Now let's visualize how these components work together in a typical home network. The Internet Service Provider, or ISP, provides the Internet connection. The modem translates this connection for your home network. The router distributes the Internet connection throughout your home, creating your local network. A switch can expand the number of wired connections available. Devices like desktop computers and smart TVs connect via Ethernet cables, while laptops and smartphones connect wirelessly using Wi-Fi. All these components work together to provide seamless connectivity within your home. When choosing network hardware, several key factors should be considered. First, performance, which means consider speed requirements, throughput capacity, and processing power based on your network size and usage patterns. Second, scalability, that means choose hardware that can accommodate future growth in terms of users, devices, and bandwidth requirements. Third, reliability, which means evaluate hardware durability and redundancy features for critical networks. Fourth, security, that means assess built-in security features like firewalls and encryption capabilities. Fifth, compatibility, that means ensure hardware works with your existing infrastructure and protocols. Finally, cost, which means balance initial purchase price with long-term operational costs. To summarize, hubs broadcast data, switches intelligently forward data using MAC addresses, routers connect different networks using IP addresses, modems convert digital signals to analog for ISP lines, and NICs provide the physical connection between devices and networks. For your next steps, 1. Learn about network topologies and how they influence hardware selection. 2. Explore network protocols and how they interact with hardware components. 3. Practice designing networks with appropriate hardware for different scenarios. And 4. Study network security and how hardware components contribute to overall security. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.